detailed drawing ever of Optimus Prime in 10 hours. I'm going to draw Optimus Prime in 10 hours, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 1 minute, and 10 seconds. Why don't we start with the 10 minutes? Here we go, doing Optimus Prime in 10 minutes. Now, whenever I do a 10-minute, I usually try to focus on the head and the upper body. And I've drawn Optimus Prime many, many times in the past, but these days, the Optimus Prime design, extremely, extremely detailed, a lot of lines going on, and it's a lot tougher than it used to be when I drew this a good, 20 years ago. So I wanted to make sure I got as much detail in this head as possible. As you see, even in the mask, there's a lot going on. And in 10 minutes, just not enough time to get everything I want in. And at the last minute, just trying to add in as many details as I could. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This is a little bit harder with the time crunch. Why don't we try 1 minute? Here we go, 1 minute, just trying to get all of the forms in. It's more, getting eyes, the helmet, the overall shapes, Can't do much in a minute, but just wanted it to be recognizable. That's really all you can do in a minute here. But again, doing the best I can, and not too bad. How about 10 seconds? Very nice. Okay, it's very apparent I need more time. Why do we try 1 hour? Now, I've been drawing Transformers for an extremely long time. I got my start in comic books doing Transformers. Way back in the day, I couldn't draw humans that well, and the first job I ever could get was doing backgrounds, and they saw I could draw cars very well, so the company I was working for, when they found out that I could draw cars very well, they said, hey, why don't you take a stab at drawing Transformers? So my very first job was, first fully penciled comic book was Transformers Armada #1, way back in the day, the early 2000s. That's when that came out. The #1 selling comic in the summer of 2002. So very proud of that fact. Wish I could mimic that success later on. But drawing Optimus Prime was always fun for me. I could always draw with my eyes closed. But again, with these new designs, I want to get in as much detail as I could. So an hour might seem like a lot of time compared to what I was drawing, like the 10 minute, 1 minute, 10 second. But an hour really isn't that much time at all. To get in all the details that I want to in this particular Optimus Prime drawing here. So again, just trying to fill out the basic shapes, just try to get in some shadow, just trying to get in as many details as I could. And to be honest, as time was winding down, I'm not liking it. Not liking it at all. So with like 5 minutes left, I decided, okay, maybe if I black out the background, it'll make it look a bit more finished. But overall, in the end, not very happy with this one, I must admit. Boo! Boo! This sucks. I take a lot of pride in my Transformers drawings. As you guys know, I've been a Transformers artist for the longest time, over 20 years. And this is just not up to snuff. I know I could do a better one. So why don't we up that time? I'm going to draw the most detailed Optimus Prime I could draw in 10 hours. So this one's going to be a lot of fun. I always wanted to do a most detailed drawing of Optimus Prime. Just more trying to find a time for it. The most detailed drawing ever has been one of my favorite videos to do here on this channel. was one of the things I always thought of doing. I've been always criticized for over-detailing things when I was working in comic books, from my backgrounds to my robots, and to be honest, it's because it made me a lot slower. Whenever you're working in comic books, you're on a timeline. You never have enough time to do exactly what you want to do when it comes to drawing a page, because you just don't have a time. Drawing comics, you have to finish 22 pages in a month. Consider weekends, and considering it sometimes takes anywhere between maybe 6 to 12 hours, even longer for a page, you just don't have the time to put in all the details you want to in a page, especially when it comes to drawing Transformers. So I was extremely slow. I was always late with my books when I was first starting out, because I didn't have the discipline that I do now when it comes to drawing my Transformers work. So when I came up with the concept of doing the most detailed drawing ever, I think, preface it by saying I think, when I started by drawing the Metroplex and the Unicron a few years back when I first started this channel, it was a way of just kind of letting loose and seeing exactly how much detail can I put in a particular drawing. And among Transformers fans, among Transformers circles, it became very, very popular. And that's why I wanted to try my hand at doing one for Optimus Prime. Now, you don't want to over-detail things, but with the newer designs coming out where he actually looks more like the G1 version of Optimus Prime, I said to myself, I want to go all out with this drawing. Give myself a 10-hour timer and just see how much detail I could put in to this particular Optimus Prime drawing here. With the Michael Bay designs, they were really cool. I like them a lot. I know some people were iffy on the Optimus Prime design, but I thought, they're always trying to make it work with real world. That's why they made him look more like a, one of those big trucks. But, we were always into the classic red and blue G1 style design of Optimus Prime, and I'm glad with these past couple movies they stuck more towards that, but still adding that detail, that realism that comes with all of the gears, all of the mechanics that you would see if it was a giant robot, and trying to make it all work. And that excited me when doing this particular drawing, adding in all of the little lines, adding in all the little details, and putting them together in this G1 Optimus Prime style drawing. So just wanted to add in all the little lines that I could, make up every single minute, use every single minute, every single second of those 10 hours, and put together the best Optimus Prime drawing I have ever done. And whether it's the best or not, you guys can decide that. But here is Optimus Prime, one of my favorite characters of all time, one of my favorite drawings of all time. This is my most detailed drawing ever of Optimus Prime. And there you go, that's Optimus Prime drawn in 10 hours, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 1 minute, and 10 seconds.